Hi everybody, and this is my first video in a very long time. You could say that I'm back from the dead. I have not recorded a video in ages. I can't even remember how long it has been, and this is mainly down to health reasons. I decided to do this little video just to explain to everybody what I plan to be doing with this channel now, and firstly to say hello. I'm really glad to be back. I have missed this a lot, and I'm really planning to get back into this in a big way. So first of all, let me explain where we are. This is not the most exciting location for a video, but we are just in a single-player survival world that I've made. This could be a series. Probably will be, in fact. Just not my main series. And I have literally done next to nothing in this world, but it does have an increased chance to find ores due to the new world modification features that are built into Minecraft these days. And I just wanted to show you that we've got a mesa right there, and we have this village right here. You may recognize this from a series I started before I stopped doing videos. This is the same seed I used in this, but this is a freshly generated world in 1.84, so it has all the new blocks and things that I've never used. And you're thinking, you've never used them? Did that mean you stopped playing Minecraft? No, I did not stop playing Minecraft. You may call me crazy, but I've been playing a lot of console Minecraft because that's where my partner and friends play. But I have been missing PC Minecraft, so I'm coming back to it. And I can show you what I've got now. Not that that's what this video is about, but I just want to show you that I've literally just started up in this world. This is everything I have in this world so far. Literally just the contents of this chest and the contents of my inventory. Anyway, back to what this video is actually about, and why I'm talking away. We'll just go back down into this mine shaft that I've created. Yes, it's not the most efficient mine shaft. I've definitely placed way too many torches, but that's just my thing. I always place too many torches. And I'm not exactly strip mining down here. I'm just clearing out a large space. That's just how I like to go. I may make this into an aesthetically pleasing mine at some point, so it's kind of good that it's a big open space with this big open shaft right here. So we're just going to continue this shaft down while I'm talking away, and just to quickly explain why I chose to add extra ore generation in. It's literally just because I plan to be spending a lot of time in other worlds, both on console and on PC, and I also will be doing other things that we'll talk about in a minute, and I just won't have enough time for resource gathering in this world, and I don't really want to cheat as such as just spending a little bit less time mining and more time building cool stuff to show you guys. And I have decided that this is the best way to go about things, as much as I didn't like it at first, because I love just knowing that every block I build out of has been gathered legitimately. But it's just this one world, and I'm sure you guys will understand. I mean, I'm even playing on peaceful in this world. This is just kind of my easy, relaxed, paced out world, and this is where you'll see some of my bigger, more elaborate builds. So I think you guys will be pleased with it overall. Other than that, what we will be doing is I'll probably be joining some sort of server within the next month or so. I am planning on joining a Patreon fan server of Biffa 2001. I just really like Biffa, and I've been watching a lot of his Patreons on his fan server as well, and I think it's just a really nice community that I'm thinking about joining. And you know, it'd be really good to give Biffa a bit of cash. I mean, I've watched tons of his videos over the years, so it's about time that I give him something. I've donated to other YouTubers before, but I've never really given Biffa any money, which is quite crazy, really. So a $10 a month just to join his server doesn't sound that bad to me. And then that will be sort of my main survival series. But what I really want to get back to in a big way, and the reason I've probably got a lot of subscribers in the first place, is my redstone tutorials. And I've still been doing a lot of redstone, but it's been console based, so I've not really had a lot of time to play around with slime blocks. So you could expect that eventually my devices will start involving a lot of those once I get used to them. I'll also be doing some stuff that is console friendly, that works on PC and console, because I understand that there is a lot of people out there that play console, and for some strange reason, probably because it's a bit harder to record on console, there's not a lot of tutorials that are console friendly. Either they use blocks and items that the console owners don't play, or they just don't state that they work on the console version. And a lot of redstone devices obviously do, but you could also find yourself playing on console and building something and finding out it doesn't work just because it's a couple of versions behind. So I will state in a tutorial whether it works on console as well, because I have the game on PS3 and PS4, so I could just quickly build another version of the redstone device and test it out there and let you guys know whether it works or not. And I just thought that'd be quite helpful for you guys. I did try and make this channel originally mainly request based, and I'm not sure if that worked out, but I'm always going to listen to any feedback and try to reply to as many comments as possible. And I will try and do anything you request, but people always request, like, can you do this big crazy door, or can you make a tree crusher, or something like that, which is fine and everything, but there's a million YouTube channels that do that sort of thing. Well, not a million, I'm slightly exaggerating there, but there's a lot of videos out there on that sort of thing, and, you know, I just want to do something a bit different, something a bit more simple, more practical devices that people can actually build in survival without having to have, like, a great big iron farm or something to be able to get a million hoppers or a million pistons or whatever you need to create some of these devices. Don't get me wrong, I love big redstone devices, and you might see some of them eventually, but I plan on creating a lot of simple devices, and you may think, oh god, he's just going to be creating stuff we already know how to make. And if you look back on my channel, I think there's quite a lot of stuff on there that I've not seen around on other channels, because they don't focus on the more simple and functional sort of devices. So you'll see that some of my, like, smaller doors and things, they are very practical to build and very compact, and they're out of date because most of them were built way back in 1.5, so a lot of them could probably be made better these days, more compact or faster or anything like that. But, you know, they were different. And then I had all my minecart systems, which is something that I really want to get back into as well, because I love messing around with minecarts. I had a lot of different minecart doors and minecart stations and things that I haven't seen anywhere else. So I think there is a space out there for the more simple and survival, practical sort of builds. Not that no one does them, I just mean that not as many people do those as they do concentrate on making gigantic doors and tree crushers and things that people just don't really get round to creating in survival very often. And I want to make it so people can make cool and surprisingly impressive little compact devices for their worlds that just go, when people explore their worlds, they can just go, wow, you know, that's pretty cool. It's not massive, but, you know, it's useful and it's visually impressive. So yeah, that's the sort of thing that I'm going for. Whether I achieve it or not is another thing. I'm not saying that I'm a genius on any level. I'm just some guy that likes to mess around in Minecraft. And I want to focus on Minecraft this time around. I did start to try and branch off and do some other games, but they were focused on running the games on Linux because I'm very passionate about Linux. But I know that, you know, Linux is a bit niche, and there's channels about Linux gaming anyway, so people can find that if they need to. Not to say that if there's requests for that sort of thing that I won't do it in future, and more games are being ported to Linux now, so it's not a great big deal if a game works on Linux. It's probably becoming more of the standard these days. I mean, more and more people are switching all the time, so because Valve have put a lot into it. Anyway, you don't want to hear me jammer on about Linux. Let's go back to Minecraft. So yeah, basically I really want to focus on Minecraft with the tutorials and with survival worlds, and you know, videos that are a lot more interesting than this one, because this is just me mining and sort of carrying on away about what I want to do. And I don't know if that's the sort of content you guys probably expect to see on YouTube, but it's just something I felt like doing. Also, to test out my new recording software, I'm trying to use OBS now, which I've noticed a few people use, and I obviously always like to use open source software if I can. Not that I wasn't using open source software in the past, it just seems that this works a little bit better. Well, I think it's about time to wrap up. This was only really supposed to be a very short video, so I just want to say hello to all you guys again. Thanks for watching this, even though it was a bit of a crazy, boring video. I hope you're glad I'm back. I would usually ask for a like, but I don't really expect anyone to put many likes on this video. Take care, all of you, and keep crafting.